Transcript of 1 minute ago. Supreme Court strips Rachel Reeves of her £4.6 million fund scandal on live TV. Karma is ripping through Westminster like a storm, and the panic inside Labour is now impossible to hide. Reform UK isn't just rising, it's exploding onto the political stage like a tidal wave, and Nigel Farage has become the lightning rod for a furious British public. The establishment is shaking, the old order is crumbling, and Keir Starmer? He's in full meltdown mode. Instead of facing the crisis head-on, instead of addressing the collapse of trust in Labour, Starmer has done something so outrageous, so utterly unthinkable, that it's ignited fury across the nation. In a desperate bid to cling to power, Starmer has effectively taken aim at the one institution many believe was untouchable, the British monarchy itself. Yes, you heard that right. The man who claims to be the guardian of British values has just been caught launching what can only be described as a thinly veiled attack on King Charles. Why? Because His Majesty had the audacity to treat Reform UK as something Labour fears most legitimate political movement. Here at UKE News, we're not dealing in rumors. This is a full-scale political implosion unfolding in real time. Starmer's latest speech wasn't a slip of the tongue. It wasn't a minor misstep. It was a calculated strike. Bitter, exposed, and desperate, he revealed exactly how terrified Labour has become of the political earthquake Nigel Farage is creating. Let's rewind. Reform UK was once written off as a sideshow, dismissed by the media and mocked by Labour strategists. But now they're tearing the political map like a wildfire, torching the complacency of both Labour and the Tories. Farage has turned frustration into fury, rallies into movements, and disillusionment into unstoppable momentum. Every poll, every headline, every packed-out crowd is another dagger in Starmer's collapsing credibility. And then, the moment that sent him over the edge, Buckingham Palace. No, King Charles didn't stand on a balcony waving a Reform UK flag. But insiders are whispering that reformed figures have been granted quiet audiences, private conversations, and royal proximity that looks an awful lot like tacit approval. For a monarchy famed for staying above the political fray, this subtle nod was enough to send Labour's leader into a blind panic. In his speech, Starmer didn't dare say King Charles out loud. He didn't have to. Phrases like privileged institutions enabling democratic decay, symbolic figures normalizing extremism, and power being used to elevate dangerous ideologies were crystal clear. It was a shot fired straight at the crown, cloaked in political jargon, but understood by everyone listening. Millions at home sat stunned. This wasn't leadership. This was sabotage. A desperate man willing to torch the monarchy because the king refused to bow to Labour's crumbling narrative. Let's cut through the spin. This isn't about democracy. It isn't about protecting the nation from extremism. This is about protecting Keir Starmer's ego and the dying grip of a party that has lost the trust of the British people. Labour is watching the ground shift under their feet as Reform UK gives a voice to the silenced, the ignored, the betrayed working-class voters who are done being lied to. And what does Starmer do? He lashes out. Not at Farage's policies, not at Reform's arguments, but at the crown itself, the very symbol of national unity he pretends to respect. He's so terrified of losing power that he's willing to rip apart centuries of tradition just to take a cheap shot at a king who dared to treat his political rival with dignity. This is what sheer panic looks like. The man who branded himself as a calm adult in the room is now exposed as a desperate politician unraveling in public. The mask has slipped, and what we see underneath is a leader willing to burn down sacred institutions to save himself. Meanwhile, Nigel Farage is turning Starmer's humiliation into a rallying cry. Reform UK isn't just surviving, they're thriving. Every time Starmer attacks, every time Labour sneers, Farage gains another army of voters. He's giving a voice to millions who are sick of being told to sit down, shut up, and accept the decay of their country. The establishment wanted Reform UK to fade away. Instead, Starmer's meltdown has given them the biggest gift imaginable, undeniable proof that the old parties are terrified. And now the question every voter is asking is simple. If Labour will attack the monarchy to silence political rebellion, what won't they destroy to protect their power? Britain is standing on the edge of a political revolution. Reform UK is no longer a warning shot. They are the storm. And Starmer's disgraceful attack on the crown may be remembered as the moment the Labour Party signed its own death warrant. This is UKE News, and the message is clear. The walls of Westminster are cracking. The people are rising, and no amount of spin can hide the panic gripping the heart of Labour. The era of silence is over. The fight for Britain's future has begun.